Hello and welcome to our webinar on the ABCs of funding girl-led projects for the Girl Scouts of Northeast New York. My name is Mina Lee and I am the Director of Volunteer Services. What are the ABCs? So we are talking about fundraising for troops and for service units outside of cookies and QSP. So you always want to coordinate the ask, you want to be prepared to guide the girls, to check safety guidelines, and for grants, there is a very important D, data collection. Girl-led projects start with an idea. No matter the pathway, the girl's idea is brought to a volunteer, whether it's at a troop meeting or it goes to an adult volunteer, and then you discuss the project, determine details, and you design the budget. After creating the budget, you use group treasury and product sales income, group money earning project, that's what we're talking about here. Girls provide a service or an item, or you can do grants, matching gifts programs, and in-kind donation. These are the different options for funding girl-led projects in order of preference. For money earning, you want to consider the timeline for the project and the amount you need to earn to fund it, considering alternatives such as girls having pay a few dollars versus the group earning all of the funds. A, always coordinate the ask. An ask is any time you ask someone to give you money, either in exchange for a product or as a donation, such as a grant or sponsorship. For money-earning activities beyond product sales, a group money-earning request form is the first step. This form is on our website. If you go under Girl Scouts of Northeast New York and click on Forms, it's under Money Earning. B, be prepared to guide the girls. Depending on their age level and abilities, girls will be able to take the lead on different parts of the project. Girl Scout projects are a safe environment for girls to be successful and to learn how to deal with setbacks. Be sure you are ready to provide support and ideas on how a girl can turn a setback into a success and learn from the experience. Be sure to ask the girl or group, is this money earning project the best fit for our time frame and the amount we would like to raise? For grants, does the project fit the funder's interest areas and the funder's time frame? Is there a way to lower the costs, or are there alternative ways to pay for the project's expenses if the money-earning project or grant request does not achieve its goal? C, check safety guidelines. This is, of course, why the group money-earning request form exists. Girl Scouts in Clinton, Essex, and Franklin counties need to provide their monetary goal on their money-earning project from September to December to satisfy our partnership agreement with the United Way of the Adirondack region. All details are shared in writing so that the girl or group understands their commitment for a money-earning project, and council staff know who is being solicited so that we respect our donors. Do not exhaust them, approach following their guidelines. Girls do not conduct money-earning projects just to have money in their Girl Scout treasury. They earn money for a specific project or use. Money-earning activities should be discussed only after the group or girl has planned a budget and seen that the money is needed is more than what the Treasury will support. Funds from money-earning projects must go in a troop community bank account and be reported on the finance report in the spring. If a single girl is earning money for a Gold Award project, that money must be held in trust in either a troop or a community account for her project. The clarification of differences between a group money-earning project and a grant application, matching gift programs, or in-kind donations. In a money-earning project, girls provide a service or item in exchange for funds. Submit requests to community chair, your consultant, or a staff member. That would be one of us. For grant applications, funding is requested, but the person, business, or organization receives no item or service in return for the funds. This is part of the Stewart's Holiday Match, for example. You submit grant requests to the grant writer, or you would submit it to the Director of Fund Development, Nikki Hilchey. Appropriate money-earning projects involve girls providing a service or product they create. Group money earning should not compete with girl product sales. Please see your guidelines and reminders for group money earning. And blackout periods. Exceptions can be granted in those blackout periods. They must meet both criteria. The date of the project has to be outside the control of GS, or the event is a long-standing tradition with impact on a larger non-Girl Scout community, and the product and service does not conflict with product sales program. For example, during cookies, you cannot have a bake sale. Submit requests during the blackout period to your Director of Volunteer Services before a project. Grants are considered direct solicitations of cash. We have decided to make the exception at this council. Not all councils allow troops and communities to apply for awards. Other options are typically considered fundraising. This includes grants, matches, and in-kind donations, as we said. And again, not all councils allow troops and communities to apply for grants, matching gifts, or in-kind donations because technically the council is a nonprofit organization with tax exemption. In the eyes of the law and IRS, troops and communities are a subdivision of council. By coordinating requests for community support, we are decreasing donor fatigue that can cause someone to stop giving. Grants are considered fundraising and are an adult responsibility. They are also a direct solicitation of cash, which girls cannot do. These are considered in special circumstances due to advanced planning and reporting needed. They must come through council staff, group money earning request form must be submitted, and the checks must be receipted at council to satisfy IRS regulations. Matching gifts, the forms and process are dependent on the employer. Contact their HR or their Community Relations Department for more info. We recommend when contacting GSNENY staff when applying so we know to watch for the check and make sure it gets allocated to your troop. The check again must be receipted at council to satisfy IRS regulations. And you must state in writing, in the memo line of the check or in an accompanying letter, that the funds are for a troop or community. The in-kind form, this is item or services that will be donated. For example, if you're hosting a spaghetti dinner and somebody donates all of your noodles, the form is required for your audit. Regardless of whether the donor wants recognition or tax write-off, we will need it for the IRS. When you are applying for grants, consider timing, match funders' interest and gift range, so what they are looking for when they are giving money. Consider application of contract, what you promise to do, activities, timeline, and budget in exchange for the money. If funded, thank the funder. Use the money the way you propose, keep them posted on progress, and complete reports. D, data collection. So this is back to the reports. Grant funders want data. Provide effectiveness, impact, what projects, organizations they should fund in the future. Be prepared, organize and save information. Save receipts, they might be needed. Photographs of project or site visit. Share evaluation tool and copies of evaluation. And share plans to sustain or expand project if applicable. It is much easier to track expenses and activities as they are occurring rather than trying to remember them all at the end of the project. There are two types of matching gifts, employee volunteer programs and employee matching gift programs. The first one, the volunteer programs, encourages employees to get involved in their community by providing a monetary gift to organizations where they volunteer a certain number of hours. The second one, the matching gift programs, encourage employees to support local nonprofits by providing a company grant to match the employee's monetary donation. Both of these require a GSNENY staff member to verify the information. This usually means going to their website to say, yes, this person donated or is a volunteer. This needs to be completed by a staff member. And after the check is received at the council, a new check will be issued to Troop Volunteer for a troop gift or the community chair for a group community gift. An in-kind donation, as we said, was an item or service that the group or girl would normally have to pay for, such as sauce for spaghetti dinner, printing a brochure. Prior to approaching a company or an organization for an in-kind donation, check with volunteer services to coordinate the approach. GSNENY may already be looking at approaching a company for a large gift. For example, if you go to Price Chopper and ask them for a gift card, we may already be asking them for a large grant to fund one of our camps. The in-kind donation form is completed and signed by the donor to satisfy our IRS regulations and our audit requirements. Do you have questions about other options? Contact us, volunteer services at volunteering@girlscoutsneny.org, or if you're ready to submit a grant or money earning application, you can always send it to give-to-girlscouts@neny.org. Thank you for attending, and remember that all forms can be found under the Forms section of girlscoutsneny.org or under our volunteer community. We look forward to hearing from you as always.